Find a way to bail him out, Ruth demanded, her voice sharp. The caller hesitated. I'm afraid that's impossible. Young Master Daniel Kelly intervened personally. He's ensuring Zayn stays behind bars indefinitely. We can't risk offending the Kelly family. Ruth's heart clenched with mounting dread. After a tense pause, she forced composure back into her voice. Then make sure Zayn keeps his mouth shut, if he cares about his family. Understood. At the hospital, a dull, throbbing pain dragged Susan from the depths of unconsciousness. She groaned softly, her swollen cheek burning like fire. Her eyes fluttered open, adjusting to the harsh hospital lighting. Confusion gripped her mind. How did I get here? Before she could process her surroundings, a familiar image flashed into her memory. Ethan. You're awake. A deep voice rumbled beside her. She turned her head slowly, her gaze locking onto Ethan's imposing figure as he rose from the couch. His sharp features were etched with reproach. As a married woman, you actually went drinking alone at a pub? His voice was cold, cutting through her like a blade. How brainless can you be? Her chest clenched. For a fleeting moment, she'd felt safe, thinking maybe, just maybe, he'd cared. But his harsh words hit like a bucket of ice-cold water, drowning whatever fragile hope she'd held onto. You're right, she whispered bitterly, her voice hollow. I almost forgot. I'm married. Ethan's gaze darkened. Forgot? His mind snapped back to the past, her chasing after him with relentless determination, wearing her stubborn heart on her sleeve. Now she's claiming she forgot? His eyes narrowed, anger flashing like lightning. You still don't get it, do you? His voice dropped dangerously low. If I hadn't shown up when I did, you would have been ruined forever. Her fingers clenched the blanket. Ruined. Was that what he thought she cared about? His next words twisted the knife deeper. I might be nothing to you, but at least I care about my dignity, even if you don't. The sting of his words pierced her like shards of glass. Don't worry, she said, forcing her trembling lips into a bitter smile. No one knows that I'm married to you. Ethan stiffened. Her voice was laced with resignation, her eyes void of the spark he'd always associated with her. For a moment, an unsettling sensation gnawed at his chest, one he didn't want to name. He'd felt something primal when he saw her broken and unconscious earlier, an uncontrollable need to protect her, hurt anyone who dared touch her, kill Zayn. But now that she was awake, that fire had turned into something darker. Frustration. Why couldn't she see the danger she'd put herself in? Why couldn't she fight back, even against him? Well then, he bit out, his voice venomous. I guess saving you was unnecessary. Susan's gaze dropped as exhaustion overtook her. Silent, defeated. She clutched the blanket tighter around herself, curling inward like a helpless, wounded bird. For the first time, Ethan couldn't find the words to fill the sudden, deafening silence. He looked at her bruised face and felt restless. What the hell is wrong with me? The hospital ward remained heavy with silence, thick and suffocating, until Daniel burst in, breathless. Zayn confessed everything, he announced grimly, then paused, blinking at the odd tension hanging between Susan and Ethan. Ethan sat rigidly on the sofa, his dark eyes unreadable, while Susan lay still, curled under the blanket like a cornered animal. "What exactly did he say?" Ethan's voice was icy, sharp as a blade.
Daniel adjusted his collar uneasily.
He, claims he's sister-in-law's old high school classmate. He hesitated before continuing, his tone darkening. Apparently, he's been obsessed with her since then, but she rejected him because of his appearance and poor background. His jaw clenched. He said he's been holding a grudge ever since. Susan's breathing hitched as unwanted memories surfaced. Then, Daniel continued, he happened to see her drinking alone at the pub. When he heard she'd been kicked out of the Drew family, that she had no one to rely on, he decided to... His voice faltered, unwilling to finish the sentence. Ruin her. Ethan's fists clenched until his knuckles turned white. His dark gaze slowly turned toward Susan. Is that true? Her pale lips trembled.
Yes,
she admitted quietly.
He's always been like that. Back in school.
Her voice cracked. He was a creep, dallying with girls, spying on them, even lurking near the girls' restroom. She swallowed thickly. I hated him, not because of his money or looks, but because of who he was. Her eyes burned with suppressed anger and something far more bitter. Shame.
I didn't know he hated me this much,
she whispered, her voice barely audible. Daniel sighed, his expression softening. This is what happens when you cross a crazy person. Don't worry, he's going away for good. Susan's dry lips quivered, but she stayed silent, fighting back tears. Ethan's dark eyes glinted with something indecipherable. During the live stream, he began slowly. Was her face visible? Daniel winced, averting his gaze. Yes. Susan stiffened under the blanket. But, Daniel added quickly, we've already wiped every trace from the internet. The original video's been deleted. His expression grew grim. Still, quite a few people from California's entertainment industry were watching live. His words hung heavy in the air. Susan's hand tightened on the blanket until her knuckles turned white. She could almost hear mocking whispers in the back of her mind. Judgment, scorn, pity. The Drew family already despised her. This would be the final nail in the coffin. She forced a hollow laugh, bitterness lacing every syllable. It's fine. It doesn't matter. Her voice trembled, though she tried to sound indifferent. No one really cares. Ethan's gaze flickered. Without a word, he turned to Daniel. Pull some strings. His tone was commanding, leaving no room for argument. Get the police to issue an official statement. Daniel was stunned. A statement? Say this, Ethan continued coolly. Susan Drew assisted the police as an undercover agent. Susan's head snapped up in shock. If it weren't for her cooperation, Ethan added coldly, the police never would have caught Zayn Larson or exposed the illegal live stream operation. His words hung like thunder. Daniel's eyes widened. Genius! He grinned broadly. Brilliant! With that story out there, people won't just stop gossiping, they'll be praising her. He turned on his heel, already dialing contacts as he rushed out. Silence fell once more. Susan stared at Ethan, stunned. Her mind swirled with confusion. Why would he do that? Was he protecting his own reputation? Or did he actually care?
Thank you,
she whispered, her voice trembling despite her best efforts.
for today.
Ethan bent over slightly, his dark eyes gleaming with cold amusement. Finally, you're talking like a human being. Susan blinked, speechless. After everything, could he still mock her? Exhaustion weighed down on her, pressing her deeper into the hospital bed. She had no energy left, not to argue, not to fight. Ethan's gaze lingered on her bruised face for a fraction of a second longer than necessary, something unresolved flashing in his expression. He cleared his throat. "Do you want to eat something?" he asked, his voice strangely soft. Susan's stomach twisted with hunger at Ethan's mention of food. She suddenly realized she hadn't eaten anything all day. Lunch and dinner forgotten amid the chaos. Still, the idea of asking Ethan for help felt wrong. "I'll just order takeaway on my phone," she murmured, her voice barely above a whisper. Ethan's sharp gaze hardened. "If you don't know what to say, just shut up." His voice bit through the air, low and cold. Despite everything, she still refused to rely on him. Did she really think he was that cruel? "Lie down and rest," he ordered curtly. "I'll get you something." Before she could respond, he was already gone. Susan let out a soft, bitter laugh. It wasn't that she didn't want to rely on him. She just couldn't afford to. After all, he was still Jacob's cousin, someone who would abandon her at any moment. 20 minutes later, the door swung open and Ethan strode back in, carrying a sleek food container. Susan pushed herself up with trembling arms, but failed. Her limbs still felt weak and drained. "Stop struggling." His voice was firm, but lacked its usual sharpness. "The doctor said you'll need at least 2 days to recover." Before she could protest, Ethan bent down and wrapped his arms around her, lifting her with ease. His broad chest pressed gently against her back, radiating warmth even through his thin shirt. Susan's cheeks flamed. Luckily, he was quick, adjusting a pillow behind her before stepping away. Ethan opened the food container, revealing 3 dishes and a bowl of soup. Susan reached for the spoon but winced as her fingers trembled, too weak to lift it. "Sit still. Stop moving." His commanding tone brooked no argument. Without another word, he scooped a spoonful of soup and held it up to her lips. Susan was stunned. "He's feeding me?" The cold, distant man she knew would have never done something this tender. But hunger overpowered hesitation. She slowly lowered her head, sipping the warm soup. The rich flavor surprised her. It tasted far better than she'd expected. Fearing he'd lose patience, she quickened her pace, eating half the bowl of rice before pausing. "I'm done," she said quietly. Ethan's frown deepened. "No, eat a bit more." Before she could argue, he scooped another bite and offered it again. With nothing left to do but obey, Susan lowered her gaze and continued eating. Why is he doing this? From time to time, she glanced up secretly, only to find Ethan's dark, intense gaze locked firmly on her. His sharp features were calm, focused. There was no impatience, just an undivided attention that made her pulse quicken. Her face burned. Though her cheek was already swollen, Ethan noticed the faint pinkness blooming at the tips of her ears. He found it amusing, the fiery, stubborn woman he knew, blushing. How interesting. After dinner, once Susan finished the bowl of rice, Ethan gently helped her lie back down.
Have you seen my phone?
She asked softly. His expression darkened. No. Someone probably threw it out when you fainted. He paused, almost as if choosing his next words carefully. I'll get you another one. Before she could respond, his phone buzzed. He shot her one last glance before stepping outside. Felix Knight stood waiting near the hospital entrance, his expression grave.
Hey amazing viewers, it's Susan here. Thanks for sticking with us. By the time of the release of this video, only 11% of our viewers have joined the party by subscribing, and 89% of you might miss out on our next mind-blowing video. So, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button and join the exclusive club.